Grand Thursday, yoga for healing warriors, not fighters, warriors, those that are strong, those that stand their posts, those that don't back down. You don't start the fire, but you'll put it out. Big difference. Definitely not those in a fight or flight mode, but those that know what's going on and face the chosen to be enemies head on. Doesn't make you an agitator. It means you just stay ready so you don't have to get ready. New love interests, new job, career opportunities, financial opportunity. Maybe increasing on your education, enlightenment. You definitely are if you've been doing your shadow work. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Right now you're feeling very ambitious. You're being diligent and staying focused on your goals, setting new plans, being consistent. You are a star student, the only one in your class. You're grounded, loyal, faithful, and a dependable person, and you have foresight. You keep your head up. What is it that we need to know? Oh. So there's someone out here that's really ambitious, young at heart, staying focused and grounded, and this is causing a tower, a transformation. Or maybe a transformation is what put you into this forward motion of being so ambitious, having these new opportunities. What about this power? What do we need to know? Holy Spirit Divine, ancestors and guides. The Lovers. A union, a partnership of at least two. Two that are subordinates to another. One they look highly up to. I feel the female looks highly up to this other person. But the male, the masculine, is looking off to the side and they're not looking up. So maybe someone is paying attention to their guides, the higher authority, while the other one is acting as though they don't hear or see anything. Meanwhile, they seem to be on fire. Their tree is burning. And the female has apples growing. That is a snake in that tree. But a snake is not always a slithering, nasty snake. Sometimes it's one of wisdom. There are cultures that worship snakes. But it all depends on how enlightened you are, how you take that. You're staying in control of your energy, almost obsessively being guarded, protecting your finances and all of your stability. You're moving forward, letting go of attachments and moving on, paying attention to your higher self, allowing your faith and your loyalty to the Creator to be your guide. With all the offers that you have that you could choose from, you choose to go with yourself. Searching for something new, leaving and cutting all your losses. And what is this tower? What is this tower, Holy Spirit? Your steadfastness, slow and steady, but armored up, still focused. Calm, relax, organize. Calm, cool, collected, yet on fire. Rooted. Earth element, Taurus, Virgo. Number 12, that's a 3. If you had any questions, the answer is yes. You're putting in the hard work. You're persevering. Solo dolo on your horse. You even have your horse's hair done. You're stable and secure, headstrong, going forward towards your goals and your investments. You invest wisely. This is causing a tower. And that is the truth and clarity from the Most High Divine. You're going to be having a financial breakthrough. Another yes. Number 1, you get a fresh start. You have the clarity, new ideas, the vision, and a concentration on the forces that guide you. Staying focused on the truth. Because you know you are protected. No one can take your crown. Looks like either side you go to grab for it, you have to get close to that blade. What about this couple, this union here? What's going on with this union? Okay. As you're moving forward, your growth, your transformation has caused a tower, a catastrophe, an upheaval for this couple. 5 of Pentacles. They're going through a lot of changes. Mercury and Taurus. Needing to work on their root chakras. They're out in the cold. Facing a blizzard. Being alienated. Not finding work. Struggling in the cold. In the depths of the dark. They're in fear. Anxiety, feeling all the negativity. The swords they threw, thinking they would have a breaking point, which is only upon them, having nightmares and despair and isolation. But they have each other. King of Swords, another 5. Number 14, 1 and 4 is 5. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone that needed to work on their heart chakra. Yes, indeed. Someone that seemed to be secure, intellectual, and of authority. Maybe in the midst of this, or this could possibly even be your energy. Sitting on your throne, standing guard, calm, cool in your royal blue gown. You're calm and cool, balanced in your water and fire elements, but they don't want to get that started. Who is this holding on to their energy? A Nine of Pentacles, they're blocked from. Someone that's financially independent. Someone that has been focused. The one that caused that tower. That has them so unfocused. Someone that's financially secure, self-employed, reaping their benefits of what they've sown. Minding their business, talking to their plants, listening to the birds, planting new creations. People can see their glow, but they also know that underneath the surface, there is that fire. Someone that may be a magician of willpower and desire, that uses their resources wisely, knowing all the elements, using their skills and abilities, staying concentrated, being able to manifest is what it sounds like to me. But then there's this couple that stands in the mist, now in sorrow, awake and asleep. They're having nightmares. And what else do we need to know about this couple that's out in the cold? They refused to walk away. They did not move on. The opportunity they had for that path they could have chose, they were not focused. Now they're stuck in the past, returning to troubles, running away from the problems. This is like throwing rocks and hiding your hand. Now they're trapped in their sorrows. This group, which I also already picked up when I picked up this Lover's card, that it was more than them. That uses this collaboration. Mars and Capricorn. They thought they were grounded and had a well-built foundation, that all their skills, they could develop all the master plans they had in mind. Instead of paying off karmic debt, they created it. They invested in creating it. Cloaking themselves. How many colors? This looks like this person here has on white and red and yellow, and then his dress is kind of blending in at the bottom there. Then they're holding these papers. They may be even using a child. Rosicrucians come to mind. And I see the brick. Those who know, know. They're lacking the key to the gateway. There's only one pillar. And they're trying to find balance. Recreating, reconstructing their stories. And what are they? Wow. They are facing judgment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people I see here. 3 people in that 3 of Pentacles. That's 9. Then all those cups there. They just did a lot of various different tactics. They used all the elements. They even used metal. Judgment is being called upon them. Knights Templar comes to mind with that cross. They were known in some history stories as helping and assisting, aiding and abetting, sometimes maybe. This is all about your legacy, your family roots, your ancestry, and your inheritance. The privilege they feel that you have because they think it was just handed to you. They didn't see you putting in the work. They only saw what you have, not the path you took to get there. So judgment has been called. We're going to leave that right there and pull some other cards. But this is some straight junior high. I let a parasite take over me. Walking zombies that live for the green paper we call money. Because they have not become enlightened to what, well, they have. So I can't even say that. Because they are aware that you have something that they are not willing to work for, but they want to take it. They don't want to go into their depths, but now they're being forced to. They didn't want to move away from the past. So, free will, they must have. They chose. Now they're in despair for the choices that you made. How does that make sense when you put in the work in that area of your life instead of healing? Instead of breaking the curses off of your lineage, instead of depleting the karmic debt, you increased it. So you guys like to destiny swap. You guys like to have blood sacrifices to have your come-ups. And you're loyal to it. On the other hand, the one that's investing is a loyal, trusting, reliable person. You believed what you wanted. What we need to know about this couple? They're stuck in a web. Dishonest, deceptive, and full of tricks and lies. Broken, shattered, now heartbroken because they destroyed their own lives. Family, lineage, past, present, and future. 7 generations, maybe, because I know that myself being here, a matriarch, is responsible for 7 generations. They're too fucking lazy. They're not confused. They're greedy, lustful, hateful devils that are messed up with blocked emotions. Not seeing the light. Not opening up their heart. But making a false illusion of one. They're not confused. They know exactly what they did with this illusions, with the spell work, with the trickeries on a divine feminine. What do we need to know about this divine feminine? Someone they want to attach to. So this is that stupid ass Bonnie and Clyde. Send your man in. Go get her energy, baby, and bring it back to me, because I'm a slow ass bitch. What about this divine feminine? Is this the one on the south node or north node we're talking about? Oh, the one that's trapped, the one that made the mistake, someone from a past life? Oh, that one. Okay, I know. Past life, repeated patterns, karmic lessons, but someone didn't learn them. What about this divine feminine? She can't run. She cannot become invisible. She is seen. This karmic ass, divine, not so divine feminine. Not the yin to another's yang. With no feminine divine energy. That wants to take another chance. Roll the dice. A new opportunity. So what is this new opportunity? To block the messages. To block what's being unveiled. And they're loyal to it. What about this? Blocking the confessions. They don't want to be rejected, abandoned, dismissed. They have an irrational fear of self. Their shadow self. They're in conflict, clashing with themselves. They can't gain a new perspective. They're only thinking and desiring your energy. And this has got their rooftop cracked. Trust that. Let's see. What else do we need to know? Let's grab some other cards. They're thinking about your legacy. They're thinking about your gifts, your intuition, your discernment, how you can see them, how you can smell them, how you can hear them. That's what's pissing them off. This story won't resonate with everyone. Only a true warrior that's on their path, knows their past life, met their soulmate or twin flame, and they poisoned you. They did spell work on you. They sent false lovers into you. They paid people and they're still spying, and it's probably been over 10 years. All together, because it's definitely way more than 3 people that now are going to be dealing with legal situations, apparently. Something's going down on the internet. This ring is sticking out to me. Maybe someone married. This couple. This couple is married. And now they're going through some legal issues because they want to be all up in your shit. Wasn't taking care of their own. And the funny thing is, when people like this go attacking you and the shit don't work because you see it, because you've awakened, you did the work, the real work, and they're confused because they don't know how and why and when this happened. But everything has a reason and a purpose. What else do we need to know about this broken couple? They're karmic. And they're always in the third parties to energy harvest sexually, financially. Anytime any of these vultures get near you, low vibers, those in the south node are in your energy. This is what their goal is, period. They are no one's friend, not even each other's. They cannot elevate each other. They're working in a group and they're going after somebody solo dolo, doing the shit by theyself. Now, bitch, you got the man, move the fuck on. You thought he was the emperor, move the fuck on. They're frenemies, two-faced, both with hidden intentions, both losers. Bye, Felicia. And I'm not sending any black magic, although I have the right to, because I could do it with loving intentions, because I don't have spiteful or hateful in my heart. But I chose the higher path, to endure your stupidity and to begin to learn to eat it up and find it delicious. Now I sit and watch you squirm along with those fake-ass tarot guides that only read what's exactly on the card because they have no creativity in them. They are not intuitive because anytime someone's picking up these nasty energies and not calling them out, they are on their side. Period. Or don't say that you're affluent in what it is and how you can pick up and read the energy while you're sitting there telling people to go back to a motherfucking karmic energy. But only another karmic would fall for that, not a divine energy. And you guys are hating that. These frenemies are caught. They're known for their red lipstick stains, cheating, their dirty money laundering, stealing of energy, harvesting, all for money. So they think that they're living a glamorous life because it's 3D materialistic plastic bull. Because they cannot elevate and achieve nirvana, the heavenly rewards. So they already know they have nowhere else to go. So they're going to eat up all the glamour they can here on this earth, while you can live your heavenly earth. But they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to break free. They don't want you to know yourself. They want you to keep falling for the same karmic lessons, to be on repeat, to stay in the mix of the group. Don't go outside the circle and achieve more because you're going to cause an upheaval. But no, you know better. You stand for your legacy, your lineage. You know who you are. And they are wondering how the hell you do that. But they're dealing with issues. And as above, so below. These people will have issues legally in the 3D, as they already do in the astros. You're over here laughing, enjoying yourself, not laughing at them, but you're saying peace out. But if you did do this gesture in their face, you had every right. Because they definitely been playing in ours like we don't see it. The gossip is spreading. Or these are about people that only like spreading rumors and gossiping and being nosy. Pouring tea for others to sip. Tickling their ears. Telling them different things like, oh, they want that WAP. Your divine masculine coming back because you got that WAP. Bitch, did you say anything about that motherfucker healing? Or just what he won't? Or how his spell work didn't work? Y'all don't say that. So what are you? A karmic damn reader. Because if you read energy and you gon' glance over, oh yeah, they threw some black magic or they did a little love spell. Bitch, that's manipulation. stop listening to them karmic readers unless you know how to decode and read between the lines, and you already know your story and you already know where to fill in the gaps so you can pick out them motherfucking traitors. And I'm not angry. That's just the ancestors just making me make sure you understand where they coming from. There's no charm. There's no masculine pride. They don't really believe that they're being toxic. They are probably listening to readings, not really wanting to hear it, making funny faces, being really immature. But they are learning more and gaining some insight, because there is no other choice. Today, this card comes out yesterday and today. Good vibes. You're good vibes in the present, but right now they're underwater, pretending like they don't see it, like they're not suffocating this playa. Seeking options, always with some balls in the air. What else do we need to know about this couple and their dirty plans? Oh, okay. So yes, confirmation that they're having some epiphanies, some realizations, but they're feeling inspired in which way? How are they feeling inspired? Maybe because someone is expecting, or because they're inspired to try to really make a bond with someone. Something. Their growth, the time invested. They may be thinking about their family and the time they've invested and how they've invested it. They may have a light bulb moment that this is not only affecting them, but their lineage. What else do we need to know? They have no sight. They really have no idea that they are seeing this whole squad. Their close friends, those who eat, like I said, anybody dealing with someone that is karmic is a karmic. Because those who are like, that resonates with what I'm saying, we already know, because we cannot be around someone that is in a low vibration, or somebody that claims to be in a high vibration but then hangs out with low vibers. Does that make sense? And there's receipts. There's evidence that they are guilty as charged and being exposed. And every day that goes by, more and more people are going to understand how this works. And they will always start to pick up these false readers. These ones working for these dark warlock and these dark witches, because they are probably one of them, that sweep over in a reading. Oh yeah, they did some black magic. Oh yeah. And then they want to boost up the sexual part of the story. Like that's supposed to be stroking your ego. And only those in their pride and ego will fall for that and be loving it and fall for the trap. But hey, this is what we call the great divide, the split. Those who recognize will see. Those who don't, bye-bye. Spiritual awakening, self-awareness, cutting through the illusions and detaching from ego is a must. You must go through the depths by yourself. It was full of highs and lows. Off and on again. It's hot and cold is what they're used to. And they want to put you back on that roller coaster. This also can represent the highs and lows of going through the shadow work, going through the spiritual awakening, especially first time around. Don't think that you're just going to have a Kundalini rising. And don't think, oh, if I have sex, I'm going to force myself to have a Kundalini rising. All right, I advise you to research first, because mofos die having strokes also doing that shit. And second of all, if you're not fulfilling your karmic debt and you're still making karmic debt because you haven't checked yourself, it's not going to work. There's an order to this shit. And if we figure it out, you can figure it out too. There's no excuses. And I'm just going to leave it there. Which roller coaster ride do you want to be on? The smooth one of the ebb and flow? Or do you want to be the one that's going to yank you all over? But there is a tower. Peace.